Brian Azzarello, for me, has always been a writer of mixed taste. What I mean by that is that there are times when I think Brian Azzarello is writing an incredibly well done and well paced story, such as his Wonder Woman run. And then there are times where he really fails to draw me in, and I just read it and think, wow, this is kind of boring, such as his Rorschach story. Over the past year, though, he has been working on a title that has really drawn a lot of controversy. I'm talking about Batman Damned. From the moment the very first issue had come out, the book had been labeled with the Black Label imprint, so you would think, hey, this is a more mature story. Instead, what it was known for was showing Batman's penis. Today we're going to be taking a look at this very controversial book and decide if it's worth your hard-earned cash. Today, we're talking all about Batman Damned. Let's do this. The story here centers around the Joker being killed. If you read the Joker miniseries that was written by Brian Azzarello a few years ago, then this is kind of a direct follow-up to that. At the beginning, we see Batman is at death's door. He's on a stretcher and he's bleeding out. Batman escapes and he is eventually rescued by John Constantine. It is here that the story starts getting a bit messy. You see, the biggest flaw of Batman Damned is simply put that the story makes almost no goddamn sense. Characters come in and out of the story and really it's just a whole big mess. I'm not entirely sure what Brian Azzarello was going for here. Is Batman dead? Is he dying? Is he at death's? I'm not sure. I really can't explain it to you. Regardless, Batman ends up having to investigate just who killed the Joker and if Batman did it himself. Along the way, we bump into pretty much every single member of Justice League Dark and Harley Quinn. Here's my issue. The way that Azzarello decides to treat Harley Quinn in this story is simply put horrible. Absolutely horrible, and it betrays the character 1000%. Now, if you follow my channel for a while, you know I'm not one to get easily offended. Hell, my favorite book is Preacher, but this depiction of Harley Quinn is simply put disgusting. So slight spoilers beware. In this depiction of Harley Quinn literally jumps on top of Batman and almost attempts to rape him. While I do understand that this is an Elseworlds tale and that this story is not meant to be taken in continuity or that these are extreme versions of their characters, this hypersexualization of a character that I really love just really did not sit well with me. And quite frankly, it served no greater purpose to the story other than the fact that, hey, look, Harley Quinn is edgy. My next issue with this story is that it jumps around way too much, and sometimes it throws off the pacing completely. You'll be reading one panel, you turn the page, and it's suddenly a flashback sequence to see how shitty Bruce's life was as a kid. And while I normally don't mind flashback sequences, it's the pacing. The pacing is really all over the place in this damn book. Like I said, things just happen. Now, I am aware that this book was marred by editorial influence, but that's no secret. Brian Azzarello has gone on record to say that this thing had to be written a whole bunch of times, and it really shows. Bottom line is that it's kind of a damn shame, simply because of the fact that the story is intriguing, at least the concept is. You have the follow-up to what I think is one of the better Joker stories in the last few years, and you have Batman trying to figure out just who it was that killed him. It's just that the editorial influence is felt here, and Azzarello's script is just all over the place, and it barely makes any sense. And realistically, if you took out the cuss words and Batman getting basically almost raped by Harley Quinn, followed by him trying to strangle her on the bat signal, this book really doesn't have any purpose to be labeled a Black Label book. The one saving grace about this book is Lee Bermejo's art. It is really, really good. His depiction of Gotham City is very gothic, and it really fits the overall tone of what they're going for here. And like I said, if you had already read the Joker miniseries that was written a few years ago, this is the same guy, so it fits. I love his interpretation of Batman, and I really dig his interpretation of the Batsuit. I'm also a huge fan of his redesign of certain characters. They're pretty cool. I honestly just wish that the script served the art a lot better. I rate my books on a pass, borrow, buy scale, and this is a pass. While the story is interesting enough that you might be captured right away with the concept of, hey, who killed the Joker and did Batman actually do it, it's riddled by horrible depictions of classic characters and an incoherent story that I'm pretty sure you guys won't like. There you have it, guys. That is my review for Batman Damned. If you like this channel and you want to support my work, Patreon is found down below. You can follow me on Twitter. That is the best way to get a hold of me. And if for whatever reason you want to give this book a shot and you want to try it yourself, the link is found in the description to Amazon. If you order this book, I get a cut of the profit. Doesn't come out of your wallet, comes out of Amazon's. I love you guys, and I'll speak with you soon. Bye.